doesn't make them irrelevant. Booker T. Washington. He sent Carter G. Woodson. He sent other people, not just the ones that are spiritual. Everything is spiritual. One thing when you start studying and get off into spirituality versus religion, you see the spirituality of the entire universe. Everything is spiritual. Not to get off the subject, a lady was asking me the other day. She says, what holy book do you read? You read the Bible, the Quran? I said, I don't read holy books anymore. I've read those books. Some people, well, that's blasphemy. You're not reading any of the holy books of the scriptures? I said, sometimes you start second guessing yourself when you read. You keep constantly reading these books. You're doubting the message that was given to you. Yeah. If somebody say, you asked them for $1 million, and they tell you it's over there. And you go back and say, where was it? Well, they tell you again, I told you the $1 million was over there. You say, well, where is it? So every time you constantly keep picking up these different holy books, you're constantly asking the similar questions. And you are avoiding the answers. Your scripture says, ye are all God's children of the Most High. That you are the temple of the living God. It said that in your book. How many times do you have to read it? How many times you going to have to see it? Your Christ said, thank you. It was like a cartoon.
These are islands on the coast of California called the Guam Islands. Novel, could you push off? Okay.
I and the Father are one. And I and you and me. Ye shall do the things that I do and greater. You don't have to tell me no more. I close the book. I could close the book after that. You telling me that you're the Messiah and I'm going to do the things that you did and greater? You mean I'm greater than Jesus? My potential is greater than Jesus. Yeshua. I close the book after that. I close the book. My point is that our salvation is not in those holy books. You can chant the names of Krishna so many times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can chant that only so many times. Till you need a Savior on earth. You need salvation in the physical world. Do you understand what I'm making? They say if you chant Krishna before you die, you will go off to Krishna Loka, to one of the evolved planes of spiritual consciousness, and you'll be there with Krishna and other deities. That's fine. But I want to know what deities I'm going to be with while I'm on earth. That's great for the afterlife. What about right now? Right now you have police brutality. Look what happened to people getting beat by the police. You have white supremacy and white hate crimes. Look what happened to Megan Williams. Beaten, mutilated by white people. Screaming out racist words and racial slogans while they continue to stab her every time they stab her. You have racism today. Where's your salvation on earth? See, the bully only messes with people that he can. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying? The bully cannot bully everybody. He can only bully those who don't possess the power. Do you understand what I'm making? To fight back. He can't go messing with just anybody. And if you have the power to act back, if you're rooted in power, you don't even have to worry about the bully. The bully is not going to even mess with you. Once he sees the power that you're backed by. You ain't even got to boast and be prideful about all this power you have. The bully know who can and who cannot mess with. I'm telling you, the European is the biggest bully that the earth has ever known. And he's only bullied us because we've continued to remain in a state of cowardly disunification. So he preys upon us and picks us off one by one while we holler out our individualism. I can do it myself. I don't need nobody else. Forget working with other people. I'll do my own thing. I'm not going to be a part of anything. While we holler this stuff out, he's just picking you off. Oh, you by yourself? Then you end up Jeffrey Dahmer's dinner. All by yourself on this plate. Chocolate Negro. Negro steak. All by yourself. You understand what I'm making? He had to pick off people that wanted to be by themselves. See, the wolf and the predator always got to pick off those by themselves. Notice they walk off in the woods by themselves, don't they? Well, I'll go wander off. The group's moving too slow. Hell, I'll go do this on my own. They're not moving fast enough. As soon as they walk out in the woods, here come the big old monster running up on them. By themselves. Then they run and run, try to outrun them. They always end up falling. Every single time. Wesley Snipes. Falling. Dealing with the tax systems. O.J. Simpson. Falling. Michael Jackson. Falling. Kobe Bryant. Falling. Every time. As individuals. Oh, I can have all the success I want by myself. I don't need a nation building. Hey, that's slowing me down. Forget working with these people. Run out there by themselves. And the big bad wolf waiting on you. Another Negro on his own, doing something individual. We got another one. Time to eat, fellas. And they feast upon that type of weakness. But when they know that you are with a strong group of people, that you backed by strong brothers and strong sisters that are serious, and they ain't gonna waste no damn time. They feel the energy, and they'll take you as serious as the people you associate with. Y'all don't hear me. Do you know that? People take you as serious as the people you associate with. If you associate with a bunch of punks and sissy faggot, willy-nilly type individuals, that's what they figure you. They can figure you off with them type of association. Literally. People is confused, don't know whether they're coming or going, and don't care to know if they should be coming or going. That's people that we take camaraderie and association with. They pick us off. One by one. But they see you with people who are serious and sincere. Then they say, wait a minute now, these brothers ain't playing. I got to come correct. Let me get my act together or get back. So when they say fighting and the practicing the art of no fighting, that means you got to have your stuff right. So these people talking about, I'm going to practice non-violence. You're going to practice violence. You're going to practice being the victim of a violent attack. You feel me? You still practicing violence. You practicing the art of getting beat violently. That's a practice. That's violent. You understand what I'm making? Martin Luther King might as well have went and said, I'm going to go out here today and practice violence. I'm going to practice getting violently beat. You still practicing violence. So that wasn't a non-violent movement. That was a self-violent movement. Allowing yourself to be violated. So my point is, when you associate with people who just not playing them type of games, you know why you don't have to fight? Because you have already won the battle of cowardness and weakness within your own self. Once you win that battle, you've pretty much defeated every enemy on the planet Earth. Literally. So the art of no fighting is mastering fighting and defeating weakness within your own being. Because if you have defeated the weakness within your own being, you are among the most strongest of men on the planet. The most strongest of women on the planet. So when you can really reach a state of non-fighting, it's because you have reached a state of strength, not a state of weakness. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's cowardice to back off a fight. Oh, I don't want to fight. Don't hurt me. We don't want to fight the white man. We want to fight. But it's another thing for the fight to back off because you're so goddamn strong. Aren't you practicing the art of no fighting out of two different mentalities? Your enemy don't want to fight you because you're a goddamn giant. So you don't have to fight. You can be peaceful. You understand what I mean? That's a different type of peace. It's the peace of people going around talking about we just want peace because they don't want to get beat. They want to be weak. They don't want to be strong. So they say, I'm going to be peaceful. Right? It's out of weakness. And then it's those who are peaceful because they won't harm any other. But not peaceful because they will allow themselves to be harmed. They are unharmable. You understand what I'm making? Because the amount of strength and the amount of power that they have amassed on a personal self-mastery level. So my point is that that's what it becomes about. So we want to be among the strong. And we want to be among the strong black. And in order to do that, we have to accept power. I was saying that earlier. Some people say we want to see our condition change. We want to see the condition of black people change. But they can handle black power. Black power is too much for them. You want to see the condition change, but you cannot handle black power? What do black power look like? I know your ideologies of it, your philosophies, your romanticism. What do black power look like? We know what it don't look like. It don't look like how black people have been acting for the last 400 years. So that means that black power is going to look like something different. And when some people start seeing something different other than Christianity, other than white supremacy or white European cultural framework, then they're ready to get back. You understand the point I'm making? They're ready to move back off from that. They couldn't handle black power. So what are you asking for? Some people say they want black power, but they see a black man in power. They say, hey, I ain't listening to no nigga. Well, why are you hollering out black power? You think that there's going to be black power without there being black people in power who have power to make things happen? How will there be black power without black men in power? Men represent the power of the community because they are the protector. They profess the might physically to make things happen. They are the protectors of the community, of the women, of the children. So how would there be black power without the most powerful aspect of the community being in power? You don't want black power. You can't handle it. They can't handle black power. So why are they asking for it? We've already had feminism. We've already had that, didn't we? We've already had that. Let's talk about other things that we've already had. We've already had the European in power. We already had his social and cultural contextual framework to keep him on top. We've seen that before. What do black power look like? Do it look like what you was experiencing 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 100 years ago? Is that what black power look like? Obviously it don't. So people got to make sure that before you ask for it, like people talking about The Secret, you got to make sure before you ask for something, that's what you really want. You see the point I'm making? Make sure that that's what you really want. Because if you still want white supremacy and a European contextual framework, and you still want the feminist movement, the white woman being in power, if you still want that, then you're going to be a little startled when you start seeing what black power really is. Malcolm X said if some of you all saw what revolution really was, you would get back in the alley. Well, that's the same thing with black power. It's something totally different. So that's why they had to want for black power. Because you don't have to want for anything that is real. You can experience having this. Anything that you so-called want is tangible. It's obtainable. So the fact that you merely wanting it means you don't want it. Because you can experience that. You say you want to experience black power. A black man come out and call himself God on earth. Oh, you run from that. He's crazy. What the hell did you think black power was? Do you understand what I'm making? Black man say, oh, he's the deity. He manifested himself on earth. They ready to run. No, we ain't with that, man. He's ego tripping. You see what I'm making? That's egotism.